The African sun beats down on the endless savanna. Dust swirls around a small band of Australopithecus anamensis, their lean bodies moving slowly but purposefully through the plains. At the heart of the group, mothers carry fragile infants clutched to their chests, their every step heavy with responsibility. Each breath of the child is a victory, each heartbeat a fragile thread holding the promise of tomorrow. The band is already in motion. The mothers forge along the edges of dry shrubs, tearing at roots with sharp stone flakes. The males and older females scan the horizon, alert for movement in the tall grass. Infants cry softly, their voices cutting through the stillness, exposing the group to danger. Yet there is no silence in survival. Life demands sound, and predators listen. Suddenly, tension ripples through the band. A lone hyena lurks nearby, its shadow sliding through the grass. The mothers tighten their hold, pressing infants into their furred chests. A male steps forward, raising a sharp stone tool, his body taut with instinct. The hyena creeps closer, hungry eyes fixed on the smallest child at the back. A branch snaps. The predator lunges. The tribe explodes into action. Shrill cries pierce the air as stones fly. The mothers huddle together, shielding their young. One male rushes forward, swinging his tool, grazing the hyena's snout. It recoils, snapping its jaws with bone-crushing force. For a moment, chaos reigns, teeth against stone, screams against growls. At last, united in a storm of shrieks and strikes, the band drives the predator back into the grass. The danger fades, but the infant's wails remain. Every step forward feels heavier now. The mother's arms ache. The infants are restless, thirsty, their cries carrying like beacons into the wild. The band pushes toward the shade of a scattered grove, where figs hang ripe above. Relief comes as fruit falls to eager hands, crushed and pressed into mouths, some chewed and passed gently into the infant's lips. For a brief moment, the bonds of survival soften into tenderness. But respite is short-lived. Dark clouds roll across the horizon. The air thickens. Wind bends the grass flat against the earth. The band senses the shift. Ears perk, eyes widen. The first drops fall like stones. Then the storm breaks. Lightning fractures the sky, thunder shaking the ground. Torrents of rain hammer the earth, turning dust to mud in minutes. Mothers stumble, clutching infants tighter, their bodies shields against the storm's violence. The band scrambles for shelter, finding a hollow in a nearby ridge. They squeeze together, soaked and trembling, infants pressed between warm bodies. The storm rages through the night, each flash of lightning revealing wide eyes and fearful cries. By dawn, the world has transformed. Pools of water dot the ground. The air is fresh, filled with scents of new life. The band drinks deeply, sharing water from cupped leaves, dripping it gently into infants' mouths. For the first time in days, their cries soften into calm. But the savanna does not forgive so easily. From the shadows of the wet grass, a new threat emerges. A leopard, muscles rippling, eyes fixed on the smallest of the infants. It stalks silently, step by step, blending with the reeds. The band does not see, until it is too late. The leopard bursts forth, a blur of teeth and claws. Panic explodes. Mothers scream, clutching their infants. The leopard seizes a young male, dragging him down. Blood stains the mud. The tribe rallies, shrieking, hurling stones, beating branches against the predator's flank. A mother, her own infant slung to her chest, strikes with a sharp flake slashing across the leopard's face. The beast roars, releasing its grip, retreating into the grass. The band gathers around the injured male. Blood flows freely. A female tears leaves, crushing them between her teeth, pressing the pulp into the wound. Others cradle the surviving infants, rocking them, soothing their cries. For a moment, despair threatens to consume them. Yet even in loss, the family bonds deepen. The survival of one becomes the duty of all. As night falls, they huddle together around a spark coaxed from stone and dry bark. Firelight dances across tired faces, across infants' closed eyes as they sleep against their mothers' chests. The group eats what little they have: roots, figs, scraps of meat scavenged from a carcass. Each piece is shared, each mouthful carefully chosen for those who need it most: the mothers, the infants, the wounded. This is their strength. Not teeth, not claws, not speed, but the bond that ties them together. The mother's arms, the elder's knowledge, the male's defense, all woven into one fragile shield against extinction. The plains are merciless, the predators relentless, the storms unending. Yet here, in the glow of fire, the infants sleep, and life clings to the fragile thread of tomorrow. The journey will continue at dawn. New dangers, new hunger, new struggles await. But tonight, in this moment of unity, they endure. And in the cries of their infants, soothed at last by the warmth of family, lies the first spark of humanity. For 4.3 million years ago, survival was not only about strength, it was about protecting the smallest, the most fragile against a world that sought to end them. It was here, in these dangerous plains, that the first family bonds were forged.